I think I'm live, but I'll give it a few minutes to let people join. Caligula's joining me. And I'm drinking a beer. It's called Fire Ant Funeral. It's an amber ale, and I got it in Texas when I was there last week. It's from Texas Ale Project, which is in Dallas, and it's pretty good. All right. I think we've got a few people here. Hello. Hope your Halfoweenathon is going well. Sorry we had to cancel the movie night. We will do it sometime in the future, though, and we'll let you know when that will be. But Megan is probably not even home yet. She's probably on an airplane right now because she got stuck. Her connecting flight got canceled, and so she got stuck in Rhode Island overnight. So she's probably either in the sky or about to board a plane to come home. I'm not sure, but she should be home tonight. But how is everyone's Halfoweenathon? Mine's going okay. I've only finished one book, which is, not great. But I finished I Know What You Did Last Summer. Hello. And it was okay. It wasn't great. I hope my dog doesn't bark. He's been barking at things out the window, and I see that there's someone walking their dog down the street right now. So apologies if my dog starts barking. But yeah, I Know What You Did Last Summer was okay. I didn't realize that I had gotten a new updated edition that they tried to modernize, and they just did it by throwing in references to cell phones and Starbucks and stuff, and it was just weird and didn't fit. And I felt like my book was gaslighting me, to be honest, because I was like, am I crazy? Did people have cell phones in the 70s? But anyway, Caligula says hi, and he says, fuck you to that dog. But yes, you got the modernized version too, and it was weird. Yeah, I didn't know that they had done that. I think it's probably because there's a show that came out last year, I think, on Amazon Prime. And so I kind of figured that they had re-released the new edition of the book for that show, but it was just unnecessary and didn't fit because it was very much written like a book, from the 70s. So it was weird, but I've started reading Man Fuck This House, and I'm about, I think, 45% into it. I'm reading it on my Kindle, and it's okay so far. I don't love the writing style, but it's a quick read, so I'm hoping that I can finish that now during our reading sprints. So I think it's only 150 some pages, so I probably have a little less than 100 left or so. But sorry you're not having a great reading week, Leanna. I honestly wasn't until last night. I finally finished a book. Yeah, and Annie says I read the old version and they had payphones. Yeah, it was weird because they'd talk about having cell phones, but then because of the plot, and they didn't do a total rewrite on the book, so everyone was still using landlines. So then they just always conveniently didn't have their cell phone on them, or their cell phone was dead, and it was just it was weird and pointless, because it still did not read like a modern book, And I think it's fine to leave it set in the 70s. It was just odd. But Um, anyway, if everyone's ready, I figure we can go ahead and do a sprint. The update happened in 2010 and coincided with the Hotel for Dogs movie, which is also a book by that author. Interesting. Yeah, I had read I Know What You Did Last Summer when I was a kid. Like I read it when I was probably like 11 or 12, but obviously I didn't remember it that well because that's been quite a while from now. Yeah. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into a sprint if you guys are ready. I was gonna do like 20 minutes and then we can break for 5 minutes or so and talk about what we're reading, and then do 20 more minutes, and you know how it works. But I got a timer on my phone. I'm also going to be reading on my phone because I have a Kindle, but I just read on my phone most of the time. So yeah, let's start it. It didn't start. Okay, now we're going. Okay, that's the first 20 minutes. So if you want to drop what you're reading in the comments and let us know. I'm now at 59% in Man Fuck This House. It's interesting. Megan already read it and she said it ends really weird. So I'm interested to see how it ends. But thank you for saying my dog is cute. He is pretty cute, even though he looks like a billy goat right now. He got a haircut. But yeah, I'm hoping I can finish Man Fuck This House and my graphic novel Monstrous. Maybe not during this live, but at least before midnight. So yeah, well, I guess I should be timing the 5 minutes too. Oops. If I can, this is a somewhat new phone and I'm like constantly doing the wrong thing on it. Okay, I have a timer going for 5 minutes now, but I'm gonna stretch. Oh, and by the way, I totally forgot about doing a costume until like 10 minutes before I started this live. So, oops, sorry about that. I was gonna do Mallory from Bird Box, and then all I'd have to do is like put a blindfold on anyway, because I thought that would be fun and simple. But yeah, it just totally escaped my mind. But if any of y'all have done or plan on doing a costume, then let me know. I was trying to think of like fun, easy ones from books that you could do, but I mean, a lot of the ones you think of with horror books are like the ones like Dracula and stuff like that, Frankenstein's monster. Yeah, fun and simple, but how would one read? Yeah, that was the thing too, was like I'd have to just like put the blindfold on and then immediately take it off. Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Melors. I haven't heard of that one, but it sounds interesting. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to finish Night Fires because I'm 133 pages into it, and there's like 356 pages. So probably not going to happen, but it's also just like not great. That was my mistake, is I shouldn't have started with this one because I wasted like all week trying to read this and it was kind of boring so far. It's just now started to get interesting, but I kind of hate the man in it. I don't know, I just don't understand why. I mean, this author is presumably a woman, unless this is a pen name, because their name's Karen. And I just don't understand why women write such like misogynistic shit sometimes. Like, I hate this. And the main female character is a vampire. I'm like, you could fucking kill him if you wanted to. Easily. And I wish you would. So, yeah. I shouldn't have started with that one for sure. If I hadn't, I probably would have everything but it finished, which would have put me in a much better place than I am now. Oh, you borrowed the wrong volume. That sucks. Yeah, I wish I had checked. I did check the library for I Know What You Did Last Summer. But I only checked the like Libby and Hoopla, and I didn't even think to check if they had a physical copy. But I wish I had done that instead of buying it, because I think I paid like $10 for it on Amazon, and now last I looked, it was only $1.99. So just FYI, if you do want to read it and you haven't yet, it was yesterday. It was on Kindle for $1.99, but it was that weird updated version, which I wouldn't recommend. But the overall story is basically the same. I'm excited to watch that movie though, because I know it's very different from the book and a lot more. It's more like a slasher, and the book is a lot more tame, probably because it's a YA. It's almost like, I guess it is YA, but it feels like it's more sort of between YA and middle grade. Ooh, yikes, 1 star. That sucks. Was it 1 star because did you read the wrong volume and give it 1 star, or did you read the correct volume and give it 1 star? Because yikes. I haven't had a lot of luck with the books I've been reading lately. They've all just been kind of mediocre, which is a bummer. Okay, that was the 5 minutes. So we'll do another 20 minutes. Let's go. All right. It's been 20 minutes. I have a dog on my shoulder now. Let me set the 5-minute timer. All right. So, let's see. I read the updated version. Oh, do you mean the updated version of I Know What You Did Last Summer and you gave it 1? I feel like I need to turn my lights on. It's getting dark. But if that's what you mean, I gave it like 3 stars because I thought it was fine. But yeah, I was kind of rating it as though it were just the original version instead of the updated one, because the updated one was stupid. Lindsay is starting volume 1 of Something is Killing the Children. I've heard of that, but I don't remember what it is exactly. But yeah, how's everybody's reading going? Man Fuck This House is engrossing, I will say. Like, it's interesting and it's action packed and it's kind of weird. So it's got that going for it, but we'll see. I'm interested in this ending. At first I didn't like the writing style, but I feel like I don't know if it got better or if I just acclimated to it, but yeah. Yeah, Caligula doesn't really know what to do because I'm sitting over in this chair. And so he can't really like sit beside me. Normally I'm on the couch and he sits pressed up against me while I read, but I thought over here would be nicer for the live. But yeah, I might go get another beer really quickly and also turn on the lights in this room because it's getting dark. Maybe I'll try this lamp over here, but I'll be back. Okay, maybe that's a little better. My face is very red, maybe from the alcohol. This time I grabbed an Everything Rhymes with Orange IPA from Rough Tail Brewing, which is somewhere in Oklahoma. I don't know where in Oklahoma, but I'm going to finish the last couple drinks I have in this one first. Yeah, 84 pounds is a little big to be a lap dog. That's funny. Yeah. Sorry about he was barking in the bedroom, so I'm sure you guys probably heard that, but I had my boyfriend close the curtain in there so that he couldn't see out the window anymore. I was thinking, do you guys want to do like 2 more sprints? I guess it would end up being, I don't know, is that too long? Because I feel like it ended up being like almost 2 hours because it's already almost 8. So maybe we'll do at least 1 more and see how it goes. There's a blood orange cider I love and could literally chug. Yeah, I've tried this one before and I like it. It's pretty good. I like an IPA that has like some like fruity flavor to it just to like cut the bitterness a little bit. But yeah, I got like several different kinds of beer while I was in Texas and Oklahoma, like ones that we can't get here, and I actually ended up liking everything I got, so that's good. um, yeah, but I think our 5-minute break is about over, so I'll do at least one more reading sprint, and then we'll see if we want to do another or not. But I had a blood orange cider earlier and didn't care for it. I wonder if it's the same one. Maybe. Different strokes for different folks. Okay. Let's start another 20-minute timer and do some more reading. All right, that's another 20 minutes. Do you guys want to do one more, or should we wrap it up? Let me know. But let me do the 5-minute timer. I saw you guys were having a conversation about the cider. So what, I wanted to see what it was. Austin's East Ciders. I don't know if I've heard of that. I'll have to see if we have it here, but now I want to try it. Okay, we'll do one more after this. Yeah, this book is actually the Man Fuck This House book. It's pretty, like, I don't know if I'd say good. I'm at 84%, so I feel like I could possibly finish it in our next round, but we'll see. But it's reminding me a lot of, it's funny because I just saw this last week. I had never seen this movie before, but there's a kids movie called Monster House. And it's from like the earlier mid-2000s, and my niece was watching it when I was visiting last week. And it's kind of a somewhat problematic movie, I would say. I was kind of like, this is for kids? Okay. But I don't know if any of you guys have seen that. The Man Fuck This House is actually pretty similar, I would say. Except not for kids. Although, I don't know. It hasn't been, just based off the title, it has not been as adult as I thought it would be, I guess. If that makes sense. But yeah. How's your reading going? So it's 11:19 a.m. Oh yeah, you're in Australia, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Yeah. So are you guys ahead of us or behind? I don't remember. Like, is it tomorrow? Is it Sunday there? But yeah, I feel like I just keep saying but I was hoping that I would get to Monstrous during this, that I'd finish Man Fuck This Out. I was hoping I'd read more of it today, since I had all day to read it, but I just ended up doing other things and also on TikTok too much. I feel like I need to delete TikTok from my phone because I've been on it way too much lately. But it's so addicting. But I think since it's 8:21 p.m. here now, so I definitely have time before midnight to, I think, finish Man Fuck This House and read Monstrous. So I think I'll be able to get 3 books done, which isn't bad. But I'm definitely not going to get Night Fires done, which is fine. I could almost DNF it, honestly, because it's not great. But part of me wants to see where it goes, because it's supposed to be, it's a paranormal romance, and it's like, enter a midnight world of dark seduction and unquenchable desire. And I have not seen any of that yet. Like, when is the dark seduction going to happen? Because you're giving me nothing. So I kind of want to see if it does get there. There is a sequel to it that I'm probably not going to read. But yeah. And it's Mother's Day tomorrow, here in the States anyway. So if any of you are mothers, happy Mother's Day. I get, if you're a dog mom, I say that counts. or a cat mom or any pet mom. So I'm probably going to go visit my mom tomorrow. What's happened? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so our 5 minutes is almost up. So I'll set another 20 minutes and we'll do this last one. Hopefully I can get this book done. And then we can chat a little more afterwards, but let's do it. Another 20 minutes. All right. That's 20 minutes, and I think I have like 2 pages left in my book. And the ending is indeed a little bonkers. I was reading, my dog baby got me her pooping on a slope that I had to climb down and pick up. Happy Mother's Day to me. Yeah. Nice. How was Dark Matter? I've heard like so much about it, but I haven't read it. Yeah, I have like I think it's not even 2 pages, like a page and a half left in Man Fuck This House. But it was definitely strange. But it did remind me a lot of that Monster House movie. But different in some ways. And technically I guess it wasn't. I read it for the haunted house prompt, and technically it wasn't a haunted house, but I'm still gonna count it. It was wild. I really enjoyed it. I'll have to check it out. I've heard mostly good things about it, but yeah, how did everyone fare with the reading sprints? I hope you guys got a good chunk of reading done. Starve Acre. I haven't heard of that one. This one, like Man Fuck This House, was definitely not at, like, you think by the title that it would be like horror comedy, and it wasn't really. So I was a little disappointed just because I felt like, I mean, there was some funny moments, I guess, but I don't know. I just didn't feel like it lived up to the title. But I didn't hate it, but it was strange, I guess, and kind of silly. The ending was definitely kind of silly, but yeah. So I don't know if I have anything else to say. Anybody still working on If You Got It, Read It? Because I was doing real well at the beginning of the year, and that has not been the case these last few months. So I need to get back into trying to read those books. But I think I could do it. Ooh, folk horror. That sounds cool. That sounds pretty cool. I'll have to check that out. I don't remember. It was somebody on live at one point. I can't remember who recommended it, but someone recommended Gideon the Ninth to us, and I bought it. So hopefully I'll read that soon. But I was like, lesbians in space, I'm sold. But yeah, I need to get back to reading. I have all my because I was kind of trying to do the bonus challenge of reading books with colors in the title, and I have them all laid out here on the shelf beside me. Maybe I can tilt it so you can see. They're all right here. Going the wrong way. There's some at the end that aren't books with colors in the title, but I was doing really well with reading them, and I've just really fallen off. So I need to get back to reading the books that I own instead of reading ebooks all the time. You've read Gideon the Ninth, I assume, is what you're talking about. But yeah, it sounds really good. I'm excited to read it, but I just need to. It's hard to find time to read books I want to read sometimes because I'm in 2 different book clubs now. So I have one that I've been in for years, and then one that me and Megan and our friend Sarah just started, and it's just the 3 of us. I think one of our other friends is going to join too, though, but we just read horror books. So we read, our first one was Ring Shout, which we all loved. It was really good. And then the second one was Manhunt, which I don't think Sarah's finished with yet. Me and Megan have finished it though, and it was a weird one. I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. I don't think Megan liked it as much as I did though, but yeah, not having a preset list I think does help. And I'm not super strict with sticking to my preset list, but I still like, I don't know, I like doing the little like arbitrary challenge things like the colors in the titles. Last year I was supposed to do numbers in the titles and I read like hardly any of those, but I'm trying. I have less this year with the colors in the title, so I feel like that'll be an easier goal to accomplish. Yeah, switching back and forth with reading an ebook and then a physical book, that's a good idea. I find that like, I think with ebooks, it's like, it's more like instant gratification, I guess, because if I want to read a book, I can immediately get it and start reading it right then instead of having to like, you know, order it and wait for it to come in the mail or go to a bookstore and get it. So I just tend to read those quicker. The author from Getting in the Ninth is from New Zealand, and sense of humor is very Australian/New Zealand. That's cool. I do love, speaking of New Zealanders, like What We Do in the Shadows, hilarious, both the movie and the show, and I really want to watch Our Flag Means Death, but I don't have HBO Max yet. I need to get it. Have I read any others by P. J. Lee Clark? I apologize if I mispronounced that, but no, I haven't yet, but I definitely want to because I loved Ring Shout. Don't think I've given any of his books less than 4 stars. Nice. I think I gave Ring Shout 5. You need to watch Our Flag Means Death immediately. I do. I've actually watched the first episode because when I was in Texas visiting my friend, she had class one night, so I just like sat in the living room and watched TV, and she had HBO Max, so I was like, oh, I'm definitely watching Our Flag Means Death. So I watched the first episode and like part of the second episode, and was already loving it. So I was like, yes, I need to watch that. But yeah, I love like What We Do in the Shadows is just like, I feel like it's the perfect show for me. It's just like my humor and my, you know, it's like kind of dark and creepy and kind of gory sometimes because it's vampires, but then it's that kind of like silly slapstick comedy. And it's just like the perfect show for me. So I really love it. I really love the Wrinkle in Time nods. Oh, I didn't actually notice that because I haven't read A Wrinkle in Time since I was a child. So I don't remember it, but I'll have to reread it sometime and see what I notice. I keep saying I need to read the Bible. Not because I'm Christian, but because it's just referenced so much in our, you know, or at least in like American culture, I guess, and Western culture in general, I think, that I do feel like I don't get some of the references. And so I kind of want to read the Bible just so I know all of that, because I really only know like the basic stories that everyone knows, you know? Yeah, the show, I watched the movie first because my friend Sarah was like, you have to watch the movie first. So I waited and watched the movie with her, and then I watched the show. And I'm glad I did that because like the show definitely calls back to the movie, and the guys who are in the movie make appearances in the show. But the show was great too. I love both. The Bible is mostly very boring. Yeah, I might skim read because I did start to read it once. And it was like, so-and-so begat so-and-so begat so-and-so. And I was like, really? So I probably should have just skipped over that whole part, but tried to reread The Wrinkle in Time and Narnia, but DNF both because they don't hold up for me. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I know Chronicles of Narnia is very Christian-y, but I think Madeleine L'Engle was also very Christian-y. So I wonder if A Wrinkle in Time would hold up for me as well. And I also have, I own the Chronicles of Narnia mostly for like nostalgic reasons because I did love it when I read it in like 5th grade. But there was this like vintage version. Let me just grab it because it's right over here. But this chair is very short. Yeah, I got this like vintage box set of all the books at a antique shop in my hometown. And I just couldn't pass it up because I thought it looked so cool. Like all the artwork on it is so cool. And the books are in like really good condition too. So maybe I'll try to reread it someday, but I also kind of doubt that they'll hold up for me either. But yeah. I grew up a preacher's kid. I know enough of the Bible to get the references. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like, you'd think, because like I grew up in the Bible Belt, so you'd think that I would know Bible stuff well, but I didn't like, my family used to go to church regularly, but we stopped when I was like maybe 5 or so. So I was never in the church really. So I just don't know that much about it. I mean, I know as much as any white person who grew up in the Ozarks knows, I guess. When he stares at his lover. Oh yeah, in the movie What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah. That was like an oddly cute moment. Yeah. I just love everything about that movie and the series. Although the last season of the series, I don't know how I felt about that ending, but we'll see. We'll see what happens in the next season. I just added HBO. Oh, you can add it to your Hulu account? I have Hulu. I actually bought a whole new streaming device just so I could get HBO Max because I've been using my boyfriend's old PS3 and you can't get HBO Max on it, I don't think. And also it doesn't work very well. So I kind of needed something else anyway because like when I try, it mainly messes up when I try to watch Hulu. And it'll just be like, I'll be watching it and it'll be like someone's pushing buttons on the controller and I'm not touching it. So it's weird. So I got a Roku, but I haven't set it up yet because I just got it this week and I've been doing this readathon. So I'm like, I should be reading instead of watching TV. But then what I really did was watch TikToks. So next week I will probably, I'll probably be out of town most of the day tomorrow, but I'll probably set it up and watch and get HBO Max and watch Our Flag Means Death. And there's also a lot of other shows I want to watch on HBO Max too. Because right now I just mostly watch Netflix and I feel like Netflix is not that great anymore. Like, I like Bridgerton. It's just, romance novel trash, but I enjoy it. And I can't even think of anything else on there that I really watch. I mean, I'll watch a movie or like, I like the baking shows, Great British Bake Off. I was watching Sugar Rush. I don't know if they're still making that though. Stuff like that, but there's not really much on Netflix that I care about anymore. So I thought about canceling it, at least for now. He bows. He then has bows in the beard at one point. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, Stranger Things. I forgot about Stranger Things. It's been so long since they made a new season. But yeah, I do watch that too. But I can't remember if there's anything else, like any other shows. I've always meant to watch Ozark because, like, I live in the Ozarks. I think where it's set is like maybe 2 hours from me. But I just never have gotten around to it because it's not. I usually like to watch like fun shows. And I don't think Ozark is very fun from what I've heard. Just like almost anything set in the Ozarks, it's just about people doing drugs, I'm pretty sure. Which isn't not accurate. There's also people here who don't do meth. Oh, he fell off the chair. Yeah, but other than that, I feel like I could like cancel Netflix and then just get it again when there's a show coming out that I care about. Oh, Dead to Me. I forgot about that one too. That one was good too. I liked that. I was mad when they canceled what was it called? The Santa Clarita Diet. I was mad about that. Although I will say that, like, how many seasons were there? Only 2? Like the first season was really good, and then I feel like the next season was not as good and things got really weird, but Timothy Olyphant was hilarious in that show. Oh, I haven't watched Russian Doll. I've heard it's good, though. The Circle, I just can't do those reality shows like that. Although I have heard The Circle is like pretty, it's like interesting kind of social experiment type of thing. I've always wanted to visit the Ozarks. It is really like beautiful. You have beautiful rolling hills if you come in the spring or summertime, and in the fall if you come here like the right time when all the leaves are, colorful and beautiful. It is really nice, but there's also like a lot of poverty and stuff, so it's a little rough in some patches. Yeah, Netflix prices have gone up. I think they just increased them again, and they're doing something where you can get it cheaper, but it'll have ads, I think, which I might do that because honestly, like, I don't like ads, obviously. Who does? But I can like go to the bathroom or do whatever while the ad's playing. I don't care. Yeah, that makes sense that people know what they're getting into on The Circle. I think like part of my problem with reality, those types of reality TV shows like The Bachelor and I don't know, Big Brother or something like that, is that I get secondhand embarrassment too easily. And so when people are acting like dumbasses on TV, I just can't, like, it's just cringy and I hate it. So I have a problem with that. But yeah, I definitely need to get HBO Max though, because I also really want to watch Station 11. I haven't heard people talk about it much, so I don't know if it's very good, but that's one of my favorite books. I love that book. So I just want to check out the show and see how it is. And also want to watch Dune, of course. But I can't watch competition shows because of the secondhand embarrassment. I do I like baking competitions. I don't know why, because I don't particularly enjoy baking. I like baking better than like cooking, but it's not something I do a lot. So I don't know why I enjoy them. I think it's because like baking, I think, has like an artistic flair to it. I guess cooking can too if you're like plating it nice and everything. But when people make those like beautiful elaborate cakes and cupcakes and whatever, I just like watching it and seeing it because I think it's really cool. The Circle's quite cringe because they have to dictate all their messages, so people are saying hashtag and various emojis out loud. That does sound kind of cringy, but well, I think I'm gonna hop off here because it's been oh yes, I do watch the Great British Bake Off. I just got into it like last year, and then I like binge watched all of it. So I saw they were gonna make another American one because they had made one before, and that was when the whole like Paul Hollywood cheated on his wife with his American Great American Baking Show co-host or whatever. But whatever. Yeah. The ones that have actually talented people, like So You Think You Can Dance. Yeah, that's what I like too. That's why like I don't really like watching Nailed It because that's cringy to me, and it's also like they just set up for failure, you know, and it's just I don't know, that's not fun to me. But I like the ones where you have actually like talented, skilled bakers competing against each other. And Great British Bake Off is nice because it's just so wholesome and lovely. Yeah, getting nervous watching other people give presentations. I'm like that too. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go because I have to pee real bad. But thanks everyone for joining me. Again, like I said, sorry that we had to cancel the movie night for now, but we will reschedule it and we will watch I Know What You Did Last Summer and live tweet it. And we will let you know when we are doing that if you'd like to join. And yeah, I hope if you have any time, if you're in a time zone where you still have some time left to read, then happy reading. I'm going to finish Man Fuck This House and then hopefully be able to read. I should be able to. It's a graphic novel, so I'm sure I can read it before midnight. But thank you all for joining me. This was fun. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm sure we'll do a wrap up of some sort of Halfoweenathon. So we'll probably be posting a video next week or something. But bye, everyone.